Next up, we have Moin, or Moin. This is submitted by Galeno Trist, if I'm saying that correctly, I hope. Um, this was made inside Game Maker. Team developer Knight. Maybe it was a joint project. I'm a little confused on that one. Or maybe that's the name that they chose. Some external assets I used, but yeah. Let's go to their page. So D is right, A left, K is shoot, Shift is walk? Are you running by default, or do you just hold Shift to walk? Maybe that's a typo. Maybe it should be like run or sprint. F1 to load save. What does a god-turned human have to do to get his job back? Well, we'll see. Okay, so they're going by night. That helps. I don't hear anything. Oh, no, I do. Okay, yeah, shift is actually walk. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit floaty. Some low gravity here. Well, that's interesting. Visually, this is kind of I think gonna be a little rough. You know, this is programmer art, which, you know, is not bad. I'm a bad artist, but sometimes you can make programmer art look really good and consistent, or like a hodgepodge of different things. And I feel like that's the latter is what I'm going to get. I don't know how I feel about the screen shake either, especially when there's no sound to anything. There's not much, I mean, there's no sound feedback. You do get feedback from the screen shake, I guess. If you're hitting something, maybe. We'll see. Oh. Pressing M turned off the music, I guess. Can I restart? So I decided I'm gonna start from the beginning because I muted the game and I didn't want to do that. That's something you should probably look into, is to make sure that players can't do something like that. Ugh, I don't like that down there. I think that's really distracting. The save effect is cool. I really don't think it should do that for saving. That was really disruptive to play. And I can't tell if things are running slower now or not. I feel like things are a little bit jittery now. Is there anything this way? Maybe I need to go down somewhere. Yeah, you really don't want your player to be asking like those questions based on the fact that they can't tell their environment, like any difference. This all looks the same to me, for the most part. Oh, okay. So maybe I need to go this way. I do like the pie chart health bar though. And 4 lives, I think, is a good amount. Or 4 hits. You know, that first one you're gonna mess up. The second and the third is really about figuring out, okay, how do I navigate this room or obstacle? And the 4th life just gives you just a little bit of breathing room as a player. But, that walk all the way over here was a bit long. I think if I hadn't been talking, I would have given up on that direction. So that's another thing to think about is, oh, well, that was crazy. It distracted me from what I was saying. Oh, crap. If I remember, I'll bring it up. There was something about the length of those stairs, or that hallway. And the bounce pads are pretty intense. Oh, crap. I guess I could have loaded the save. Well, that was weird. Let me try again. Maybe touching it ended it. So I went this way. Yeah, this hallway is way too long. Players will give up. Like, yeah, you don't want that in your game. Okay. And I think I'm gonna say I know what to expect. There's more games to rate and upload, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to the rating process. Alright, let's start out with the 3. In terms of enjoyment, I hate to say it, but I really feel like I did not enjoy it. And that's because, you know, the visuals didn't match. I felt like things weren't planned out well. Like the map. Maybe there were things that I missed up ahead that would have been better, but I didn't get there, and it could have been because it was like those things were just too long. That hallway. Uh, so yeah, enjoyment I would say is a one. Um, Execution, I definitely think the level planning um needs to be worked on. Um, I feel also like, hold on. I think I covered it most of what I was going to say in enjoyment and early in the video. But since I'm forgetting something, I'm going to just, instead of one, I'm going to go ahead and say it was 2-star. I feel like you have an idea of what a Metroidvania is, and right now, if you know, get this feedback and think about it and improve on what you have, you can really start making some cool games. Um, so really, it's not just on you. It's I hope that players are giving you the feedback you need to improve. So if this seems harsh, you know, it's not meant to be. It's just I want to give the best feedback that I can and kind of show what I expect when I'm playing games. Um, Sensory, I think that music loop was a little on the louder side and too repetitive. I mean, you want 30-second loops generally for your game music, um, or at least if you're wanting to go simple. And that just felt just repeated over and over like a one bar that's repeated infinitely. Um, Also, there was no bullet sound, which I feel like if you're going to shoot a projectile, it needs to make noise. I feel like if you don't do that, you're missing out. Which is funny because I think my boss's projectile uh, doesn't make a sound, so I'm I should be judged harshly for that. Um, but yeah, projectiles should make a sound. There was the feedback of the screen shake, but I don't know how I feel about it. Um, so instead of giving you a 1, which is what I was leaning towards, I feel like because you put in the screen shake, um, you understand that you want to give the player feedback. I think you just didn't give enough on those projectiles, and the audio eventually just kind of gets to you, the music. So yeah, I'll do 2 stars on sensory. Um, Metroidvania, you know, I didn't get very far, so there's some things that I could have missed, and I might replay some of these um, that I feel iffy about um, later. So I'm gonna give you a 2-star, um, with the caveat of, please follow this advice and think about your how big your rooms are gonna be, um, what kind of enemies are gonna be in there, and um, is it going to be, how are you gonna progress through the game? Thinking about things like that. Just, you know, I say keep working on what you've got. You have a base, a foundation, and I wouldn't let, any bad ratings get you down. I would just think about the feedback you get and move forward from there. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna save the rating. Um, I might give this a game another go on my own, but that's it for this one. Uh, Congrats on submitting.